I'm in my car doing this video and I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining cats and dogs outside. Damned climate change. Anyway, I've known a few South Africans over the years and I've always spoken to them about South Africa and what's going on and what's happened since the release of Nelson Mandela, and they all say the same thing. The country is completely buggered. It's been reduced from being one of the best economies in Africa to a third world nation. In just over 100 years, the Afrikaans built a stellar first world country with a great economy, and it took the locals less than 30 years since the release of Nelson Mandela to completely dismantle it. Now, there's a saying, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, and it depends on your outlook on which one you would describe Nelson Mandela, but you can't deny when he was released and he was made president, he did try. That was his goal, to make people just get along and forget everything that happened, and that's quite noble, but it hasn't worked out, has it? And I believe that's because the locals are out for revenge. They want revenge for apartheid, and in doing so they are quickly following Zimbabwe into beggary and buggery. Now, South Africa has been trending online. It hasn't made the news, obviously, because of reasons, and you know what those reasons are, but it's trending because of a guy called Julius Malema. Now he describes himself as the commander-in-chief of the Economic Freedom Fighters Party, and it's a revolutionary activist party for radical change in Africa. And he holds rallies and he wears a red beret. Of course, if he wore a red baseball cap with "Make Africa Great Again," the left would vilify him, but he's not, is he? And during his last rally, he stood there in front of thousands of his supporters in the stadium. And to be honest with you, I'm quite surprised the lights and the microphone worked, because there's no electricity in South Africa, is there? That's how much of a shithole that country has become, and it's a crying shame. But this guy, Julius Malema, he stood there and started singing a song, and the song is called "Kill the Boer and the Farmer." Now, Boer, I think I've pronounced that correctly, is the name for the Afrikaans, and the majority of farmers are white, so he was calling for the genocide of white people in South Africa, the Afrikaans effectively. And the only people calling him out on it are the right and the conservatives. Why is that? Even Elon Musk on Twitter has called him out. And he asked the Prime Minister, or the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, why he said nothing. But that's the thing, isn't it? The locals, they're all Marxists, they are left-wing, and they will not be happy until they have eradicated every Afrikaan from South Africa. And there's no international condemnation either. Not one country has condemned this or offered sanctuary to the Afrikaans, as I think Britain should and the West should. Now, every South African I've known works hard or have their own business. They've integrated and they contribute to the economy. And that's the kind of people this country needs. They don't come here and ask the country and the taxpayer and the government and the authorities to bend over backwards for them. And for that, they have my respect. They really do. Now, I would rather give our green belt here in the UK to Afrikaan farmers so they can farm it, obviously, employ local people and contribute to the economy. These people are known for their farming skills, so what's to lose? So I would rather that to our green and pleasant land here in England than ugly housing estates and flats for illegal migrants, quite frankly, because the Afrikaans really are being persecuted in their country. They really are the victims of a genocide. And so I think as Westerners, it's our duty to help them. Let's import these people to the West, to Britain, in order to save their lives, and they can contribute to the country and the economy. It's what this country needs, folks. And there we go. That's my video. That's what I think. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next time, bye a donkey and a Roger Trout.